Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's preparing for a fun-filled weekend. Thank you for all your beautiful comments and welcome to new subscribers, and thanks viewers for all your terrific participation. It's so nice. So thank you. Yeah, I wanted to do a couple for Friday night to get people revved up for the weekend because I just got these new cards that are so amazing and they're so colorful and bright. So I had a few people with requests and I'm trying to work through them. So this first one is going to be, does he or she really get me? Do they understand me? And I'm going to have it be a pick a card. Because lots of times one of the things I touched on last week is how easy it is to misinterpret somebody else, right? I mean, in the field of psychology, and I've always, for years and years when I was studying, at the beginning of my studies, was like, why is such a simple message misconstrued by others? You know what I mean? Especially like, I love you, I'm here for you, I'll care for you, I'm solid, turn into, I'm going to abandon your ass and you're going to be all alone in the gutter and I'll see you never. I am not kidding. I laugh at it because it's just mind-boggling how something with so much clarity gets so befuddled because people's own egos, when they're deciphering, come into it, their hostilities, their past karma, their past lives, all those things. And fear of abandonment is a big thing. So that's part of it. And I love this. And I was going to lead with Loyal Heart. And then these rose quartz, I love them. I want to have them around in my readings because they're rough cut and they're so beautiful. And I got new cards. So when you guys see these, whew, they're going to just catapult you into, like, I need to go to a museum and look at art when you see these. They're beautiful. They're pretty much Egyptian based from the readings I've done so far, but the colors, the vibrancy, all oh, just saturated with beautiful color. Excuse me, my photographer just got here, so I was like, I want to do this right now while I'm inspired, get the camera, because I get so frustrated with the technical aspect of things that I just give up on it altogether. Here we go. Here's our stuff. Okay, so the first one will be the pink calcite. Does he or she really get me? Number two, I have the little hand on this, Onyx. And number three, turquoise heart. Does he or she really get me? Do they understand me? And I love the, look at the color schemes in the background. I didn't even mean to do that. I was putting them down. Yeah, I feel so much love and twin flame stuff in the air that I'm like, and then this was on the bottom, which I love too. This is Treasure Island. I feel like you're all approaching like the promised land, just goodness and harmony and balance with our significant others. And I love that. It makes me feel so good. Oh my God, it's just like a change in the wind. It's like just astounding, magical things about to happen. And when I got my cards, I was so happy because I was like, oh, these are it. And as soon as I started reading, my first two reads that I had on for people, everything was major arcana. It was amazing. I was like, wow, that is just really something else. Okay, so we're going to begin with number one, which is the pink calcite. So do they really get me? Do they really understand me? Because that's all anybody really wants, right? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Nice. Ooh, yes, the World. Ace of Wands. I would say yes, they do. Let me just touch those for a second. Wow. Amazing. The World right in the center there. So you have new beginnings and you're ready to receive your messages. So wow. Yeah, so woo. Seriously, look at the vibrancy and the color in these. Can you even look at her? Look at her wings, and you see the constellations up there, and the look at the fire cauldron she's holding, and him. Nice physique, dude. Nice. So let me say, this is wow. Yeah, not only do they get you, they're trying on a daily basis to understand you even more. With the Ace of Wands, they've come under a new recollection to just follow your cues and yeah, like you're very emotionally intelligent, but they want to please you, but they also they want to understand you down to the core, to your heart's essence, your soul's essence. Because with the World in the center, it is just circulating strong belief systems. What comes around goes around. Karmic kisses, karmic rewards. Just, yeah, this is like soul companion level with the world right in the middle, and then the Queen of Cups on the other side, which is offering you emotional stability and sharing, caring, and being super aware of one another. You know what I mean? It's that thing where they'll look down at their phone and they'll go, oh my God, I'm with her or him. Why would I be looking at my phone when I'm with them? You know what I mean? Just complete absorption in who you are and the beauty of you and your balance. And it's funny because this is a super strong angelic and guide presence time of year. And like, I feel them all around, and I actually am like, I almost get dizzy because I see the signs, I understand they're there, but I get a little overwhelmed because I always want things to be bigger and better. I don't know why I always have. I've always not only want to complete a task, but I want to learn on the next 10 times PhD level of something. And I'm like, why are you driving yourself to where you're not even relaxing and listening to music because you're just trying to learn more, find more? It's like, no, life is not all about that. You know what I mean? Like, you see it on doctor shows. Those doctors take themselves so seriously because that's all they know. They forget to dial back a little bit and tap into humanity and love and balance. But you guys, as wow, as a couple, and the person soon to come into your realm, is like, they just want to offer you everything, and they are such a lovely, romantic, light-hearted person, and they just are like, here's all my emotions, I'm going to tell you. They connect with you, they listen to you closely, they understand your body cues and things like that. And yeah, with the Ace of Wands starting with that super fantastic hold on, I'm just gonna look at that. I just want to show the colors and everything. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Her super rich red. And I'm really into Egyptian stuff right now. I started doing some jewelry along the the Elysium Galactical Farfignugan Fart Burgers. I'm like, I'm so tired all of a sudden, but I'm like, I have to do this. I have to. It's so amazing. Yeah, you guys are going to have, and I did with the reads with that with every major arcana, as well as the regal cards coming up, all the kings and queens. Yeah, this is a well understood component in your relationship. They want to know how you feel so they can best align themselves with your values and things you want to do, which is so sweet. I love that. So that is you. Congratulations. And if you guys have any other further questions, all my links are down below for private reads. And thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate all your beautiful comments. And I'm actually going to be running a fun free giveaway with the first 10 people this weekend, because I always get a lot of private reads on the weekend, and I'm just caught up. That's why it's starting from now. The first 10 reads, I'm going to show a bunch of photos of all my rings, because everybody goes crazy. Like, this type of ring, I literally have dozens of them, and I'm going to state their sizes, and you get to choose. If you get a read this weekend, you get to choose what ring you would like, and I'll tell you the sizes will be there, and you can just leave your in your email your address, and I will mail you one too, because I have like a big Aladdin's cave going on. I got so many jewels, and I'm a jewelry maker, so I like to recycle and refresh what I have in my galleria and give some away, because I don't need to have every gem in the world. You know what I'm saying? Gotta put some out in the world so the queen can have some too. Seriously, look, can you guys just even get a load of these? I've always been into art, so these colors are just like, wowzer, wowzer. And then next, you guys. Yay for the Onyx. Let me see what we got here. Oh my God. Ooh, I am not kidding when I'm talking about the crazy amount of major arcana coming into this. I gotta be careful with my microphone. Okay, we have, wow, we had this before too. We had Judgment, Ace of Pentacles, and the Princess of Cups, which is nuts, because I had in the other one, I had the Ace of Pentacles and the Judgment. There's always a major arcana showing up in this deck. It's a very powerful deck, and I believe in like the Egyptian folklore and everything that happened. Now, those definitely one of my past lives. They're definitely about karmic retribution and acceleration and new life, hence all the treasure that's buried with all the pharaohs, right? They definitely believe that you just travel into the afterlife, and I love the concept when they weigh the feather against your like soul's purpose in Egyptian folklore. I absolutely adore that. So you guys, yeah, Look at that. Okay. So yes, they absolutely, and what the cool thing is, they not only get you, when you get the Judgment card in that position before the Ace of Pentacles, they don't judge you about any idiosyncratic or strange little behaviors you might have, you know what I mean? Like you have to have your food separated on your plate. I see some of you with that, like, I don't know, I see potatoes have to be kept separate from this, that, and you know, like gravy going near things, just food issues, you know what I mean? You just like it the way you like it. It's funny, I'm like that too. I'm like, I'm not eating any gross stuff, get away. And also I see some of you with the Judgment, it's like certain colors mixed with other colors make you crazy, like in wardrobes and stuff. You're just not having that. You're like, no, that clash and it makes me angry. I feel like you don't like patterns with patterns. That keeps popping into my head. But your other person who's on like soulmate with the Ace of Pentacles, soulmate companion level, loves that about you. They love all your little quirks. They love the fact that you just are who you are, and that you want the remote all the time too. I feel like, I don't know why that popped in my head, but you want the remote control. You're like, bitch, I don't know your life. I need this remote control to live. Darling, I need it. That's like me. I actually get mad when my husband of 26, 27 years, however long he's been around, tries to get it in his possession. I'm like, oh, you don't know. Oh, no. And the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. And they want to go through a new realization with you, like you're moving around the wheel and going to the top for a higher perspective, and they love that. They see you growing and expanding and just being this really cool person that other people like to be around. So they love the presence of you, and they're happy to listen, where I feel before it was like they would be a little shut off and looking at devices. They're starting to listen more and more, and that's also because the Princess of Cups, it's like you're elevating your life game in terms of what you'll accept and won't accept, and people showing you that they value you, you know what I mean? You're not going to waste your time anymore. People just, the second you get that ick factor, you're like, peace out, I'm gone. I don't really need to deal with all you troublesome wombats. I gots to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want the world to be so heavy. It's not supposed to be. And you want to have lightness in your step because your heart chakra's opening and you're accepting more who you are. And you know you're an original, which is beautiful. Once people realize that, I'm like, just forget it. I don't need to be a carbon copy of all these droll trolls in their basement. I call it their basement. It's their basement and their beige, so it's their basement. So you just, yeah, you want to be out there in all your Technicolor glory, and they're listening, and it's lovely because you guys are totally vibing out. It's really important for you to be heard, and you're happy that it's happening. So that's amazing. If that's you guys, good job. You're gonna have such a good weekend. You're gonna be really chill, and you get to relax and eat good food and be with animals and just be yourself and be away from all those things that bother you at work. And yeah, you're just breathing easy. So if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe, and welcome, and thank you for your beautiful comments, everybody. And don't forget, all my links will be below, and I'm also running a fun giveaway. Anybody this weekend, usually I just cleared all my decks of my readings, so I'm starting with a fresh crop. The first 10 people that order a reading for this weekend get one of my free rings. I'm going to put a whole list on their email and show them what the sizes are, the properties of the rings, because being a jeweler, I start to accumulate way too much stuff. But I wear these during readings, and I cleanse them, and I totally upload them with charged positive energy. And so many people have said how much they like all of them, because I have amethyst, pearls, huge sapphires, all these things. And I mean, they're way more worth a reading, but I don't need to have all the jewelry in the world, and I want to share and give some of it away because you guys are fantastic. So yeah, if you order a read, and when you send your email, if you send your address, I will send you pictures of them, and you get to choose. It'll be fun. It's like, yay. And they're unique. You're not going to really get a hold of these very easily, and I wear them and I feel their energy are really good. So remember to just, yeah, revel in the people you're with, because they're happy to be with you, and vice versa. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I want to hold this up close to you guys too, so you can see that. Look at the artwork on that, right? Amazing. So that's you guys. Good job. It's nice to be heard, you know what I mean? We're not on this earth to ignore each other. How friggin' weird would that be? It's like, hey, nice to see you. Please don't talk to me so I can not listen to you and then pretend you're invisible. I feel like that sometimes when people are out in store and in public, it's so ridiculous. Oh, snap, crackle, and friggin' pop, girl, boys. The sun, the moon, and the star. So I can't even begin to tell you why this is so unique, because as you know, if you guys checked in really quickly at my first read where the sound was off, we had the sun, the moon, and the star. And this deck is like super heavy and major arcana to a crazy degree. I mean, there's always the high principalities and the judgment. And then look at this with the sun, the moon, and the stars. Not only do they hear you, whatever you want to manifest with them in relationship terms or your life, just mention it. Just mention it. It's going to come to be. It's so, when you lead with the sun is like basically all your magic genie in a bottle, and then you're followed by the moon magic, and then the star, which is the wish card. I mean, Jesus, everybody, if you went through the whole deck and you want to choose this too, you're allowed, because I tell everybody in my readings, you need to take from a variety of answers and observations that feed your focus, your life drive, and your hope. Like, everybody just drives a hope wagon, and that's all we are. When we wake up, what do we first get excited about? Whatever we hope for, our anticipations, great cup of coffee, all those things, we wake up. But this particular blend is like cosmic Chernobyl. I mean, you not only get what you want, but it's 10 times that. So whatever you want to manifest right now, just start writing down and ask. Your angel guides are listening. They're on blast. They're just waiting there for that. And the sun, you know, just being the heat behind all the energy of that, and then the moon being the quiet whispers and the adulations and the things. So also that mate that's with you just finds you to be just like a shining star. And then when you're followed with the star, the third major arcana is just almost absurd. This is so weird that in one day had all of these in 2 different reads, and the first one didn't work. And I'm very accepting when my technicalities don't work out. I know there's a reason for it. I know it could be better, the messages could be clearer, whatever, the audio, that it could just be up to. I don't get upset. I mean, yeah, it's a little time and energy, but so what? I want you guys to have the best reads and the best quality. And I'm glad that I just did this too. I was really lucky. Ian got home and he got everything in place for me to be able to do this, because the technical side, especially with good audio and everything, gets aggravated. And I'm like, I just want to get the messages out there. And when I see this, I'm like, hallelujah. And there's another thing we got to remember in the sun: just slow your roll a little bit, because we get so excited by the returns we're getting from our friends, family, people, places, and things, that is natural instinct to want more and more and more. But guess what? Just enough is enough. You know what I mean? We don't need more of everything. Just think, if you're eating and it's so delicious and you just keep eating it, you'll get a stomach ache, right? Just think, if you liked buying things and you just kept filling your house would be to the brim house. You know what I mean? So it's moderate, selective behaviors and insights and accumulation of things. So if you're out shopping too, even if you can afford everything, because this often comes with a windfall of money with these 3 majors in a row, just be selective. You'd rather have something that's well made than a bunch of stuff that isn't, right? And the moon, the magic, you also just have that, like those archangels and those guides around you helping you and keeping you safe. Yeah, and the star is just, it's like just magic gold dust. So yeah, you guys are for sure communicating on a really great scale. They not only hear everything you say, but if you drop little hints about things, it's going into their data bank to be able to do this for you. So that's really beautiful. So if that's you guys, wow, that's magic. And I know you 1s and 2s peeked into number 3 too, and you're like, I want that one. Well, you can have it, and because whatever guided you to look at this and listen to this, it's all the best facets that you can take for yourself to balance your life and realize you're valued by the people you're with, and you should be. And you should place a high value on yourself and your time, because why would you give it to people that didn't deserve it? For sure, right? Okay, so that is you guys. Thank you. And if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe, and my links below if you need a private read. And have a great weekend. I really appreciate you guys. Enjoy, because you have a bunch of magic stuff coming your way. So have a good one.